Dear ladies and gentlemen, dear fountain pen friends and fountain pen aficionados all over the world, welcome and thank you for tuning in, joining me on another fountain pen review, this time about a fountain pen from the Taiwanese company Cypress. So, I'm not easy to impress. Often it takes a lot of efforts to convince me. This fountain pen did from the get-go. And thanks to a review which I saw on Fountain Pen Therapy about the Cypress Ravishing in green with white stripes, I draw my attention to this Taiwanese brand. It took me a while to decide what model to purchase because not only cellulose acetate materials, but many other different materials are used and also many different designs are available to make and produce fountain pens at reasonable prices, I have to say, and a personal service I wasn't used to in a long time. Mails written by a human, not by a computer bot, accompanied by photos of the product and the tracking number or airway bill, answering questions within a short period. Cypress stating that their nibs, which come in a Yovo threaded housing, are made in-house, made of steel or gold from 14 karat or 18 karat. At least this is my understanding, my interpretation. The variety of models, materials, colors is enormous. And I can only say, take your time and look at their website. It's worth it, absolutely. It's a little El Dorado for fountain pen friends. And no hidden adders for foreign buyers. Yeah, enough of praising the brand. Let's look at the fountain pen and examine the stunning details. And start with the wooden box with magnetic points. So I want to give you the full tour. This is the cardboard box containing a warranty card in Chinese, but also in English. And here we have a very securely packed wooden box with a cardboard sleeve, also very nice. And now just open the box. Magnetic, as you can see here. Cypress wood. Stamped cypress in it. Heavy. Substantial. Not cheap. Inside there was a there is a velvet sleeve for your fountain pen to carry, and there is another card, a business card. So there is you can see the website, and here are some, well, you know what it is, forget now the names of it. Very nice, everything. Already this box is worth a purchase of one of the fountain pens. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, Michael, you have to put this in the other direction. Cluck. Here we are. So now, the object, the subject. fountain pen from Cypress called Ravishing. And honestly, this name is well chosen. This fountain pen is ravishing, stunning, beautiful. It caught me from the beginning, absolutely. It gives me a really, really substantial feeling, something which is important to me, and not many fountain pens are able to give me this substantial feeling, the feeling of quality, the feeling of material which is worth every penny. And I'm coming later to this. This is very interesting. When we go into the details, yeah, the shape is at the end cigar shape or torpedo shape. Here also, I think domed. You can call this domed. The material is cellulose acetate. Wikipedia told me that this is an organic, or these are organic compounds which are acetate esters of cellulose. Look up at Wikipedia if you want to know more about this material, the history and everything. And this all at $128. Just keep in mind, I paid for my Canwright Mammoth $80. Nowadays the price is more than $100. And then look at this gem at $128. Look at the material and look, of course, at the design. And look at these absolutely stunning stripes, which are in gold and also in white. The stripes are going in nearly every direction. It's absolutely nice. So you might think this is green, but no, it is brown. It is a dark brown, and inside there are the inlays. I just say inlays, golden and white stripes, placed in diagonal, horizontal and vertical directions. It is a reminder of these stunning Parker vacuumatic designs, which were made between the early 1930s and the late 1940s. And I guess this is not a coincidence. And honestly, I wonder why this design wasn't already used more frequently, or wasn't used by the Chinese fountain pen industry. Maybe too difficult to make. I have no idea, or too costly. I don't know. I can recall only the Wall Street model by Visconti, which is unfortunately discontinued, and I couldn't find more details about the history of this really remarkable fountain pen from Visconti. It was probably launched during 1995. By the way, Visconti was founded in 1988. And the best written review I found was launched in 2003. But this is now minor. This is just an additional information. And as I said, the name, the models, this model is named the Ravishing, and yeah, the name nails it perfectly. Coming to the clip seems to be made of titanium. This is my feeling. I don't know. I don't have a proof, but it is sturdy. It is springy. It is 100% usable. And the color reminds me of titanium. Whereas the band, at least the center band, but also the small bands here and here, seems to look ruthenium coated. You can see there are the words Cypress 1, 2, 3, 4 times. It's prominent, but in my book it's not disturbing at all. Honestly not, no. The cap. 1, 1.5, 1 3, roughly 2, less than 2 turns. And now I have to draw your attention to something which I never ever saw before. None of my fountain pens has this. So I'm putting the pen back into the cap, and I feel here, and I hope you can see it, there is a little resistance like a spring. So you don't need to use a lot of force. You don't need to call in the Marines, so to speak. Just push it in slightly, not heavily, not too much force, and just turn either the cap or the fountain pen and close it. So it pops up. Also, it's very nice. The cap itself has a cap liner which starts already here. Perfectly sealed. I hope I can show you. Yeah, I think you can see, I think you can see where the cap liner starts. Maybe, no, this doesn't help. This doesn't help at all. So I have to go a little bit back. Yeah, and inside there, really, it feels like a spring, which is mounted there. Most probably, yes. As I said, I never encountered this. And this gives me also now here the chance to reveal the design and the patterns. Look at this. I mean, I was caught immediately by the photos, and in reality, it's looking so beautiful, so stunning. Let's go here to the fountain pen. So maybe you can see here. This is also here. Going down here, it's all over the barrel. So many details, so many directions where the stripes are going. And as I said, there are golden, but also white. Now with the light, they all look, no, here. Down here you can see more white. Difficult. No, now better. A little bit patience. And above the golden colors and here below the white colors. They're really going in all possible different directions. Absolutely great. Absolutely beautiful and nice. Absolutely well made, with love for details and everything. By the way, just forgot, maybe this quite short what is it called now? Grip section is maybe not usable for every user. I have quite large hands, but it really doesn't disturb me. I come to the measurements and dimensions a little bit later. And posting is possible, yes, and quite securely. A little push, again, don't call the Marines. Maybe you heard, but honestly, I don't want to do that very, very often. Not because that the pen is back weight or something like that, absolutely not. It's still a great feeling for writing, but I always fear that I might put scratches here on the material, and I want to avoid that, especially with such a beautiful pen. So sorry, I have to look at my notes from time to time because otherwise I forget everything what I want to say, which I think is important. So anyway, the dimensions, you can find them also written in the description below. The capped is 144 centimeters at 26 gram. The cap is 11 gram. And uncapped, it is 121 millimeters, 15 grams. Posted, 166 millimeters. As I said, it is possible, and there is a little bit of pressure necessary to keep it posted securely. But yeah, I am too anxious and thinking too much about possible damages, so I don't want to do that. And here's my spring. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, the little boy in me. The grip, as I said, is small, and it has only, I measured here to here, from the threads to here to this point. I measured 16.4 millimeter. No, sorry, 10. What did I measure? Holy, 16.4 millimeters. The diameter here is 10.4 millimeters. Here at the very end, where I always measure. The ink converter keeps 1 milliliter of ink. It's a decent Schmidt converter. Another good point for this fountain pen. Not the usual rubbish, which you can find from some Chinese brands and Indian brands. Where I am, the material thickness of the barrel, I opened it here, and then I can show you also the converter, which is branded Schmidt, yeah, prominently shown, Schmidt. And I measure always here inside 2 millimeters. Great, absolutely great. It's another plus point for this fountain pen, and I just can remember a review from a French friend, Une Fontaine de Plume. He reviewed a very, very expensive Italian fountain pen, made also from a quite expensive material, just with slightly under 1 millimeter material thickness, but the price most probably 3 times higher than this fountain pen. Yeah. Welcome to the world of greed. The nib, it's a number 60 in F. It's a bicolored two-tone colored nib. I should have cleaned the spots with that. Nah. Too lazy, forgot it. Let us have a look at the snip, a little bit more detailed. This is much better. The logo is nice, and also the Cypress. Done everything well. I bought another, let's say, replacement nib because it is a Yovo threaded, so I can use these nibs in other Yovo threaded fountain pens, and in M maybe I will swap one day the nib when I think there is a need to do that, and swapping from F to M. In steel, I don't go for gold nibs simply because of the price. I don't pay those prices. I don't see the necessity. It might be that 14 and 18 karat gold nibs are. I have some, and I have also a 21 karat gold nib on my Sailor 1911L Marquis E. Very, very nice fountain pen, also very, very expensive. I love the nib, but honestly, in general, I don't need necessarily a gold nib. It's very, very well tuned and buffered, and it was writing out of the box absolutely perfectly. And people who are watching my reviews regularly know I'm not spoiling myself and my fountain pens with very expensive paper. So on a cheap paper, the nib gives some feedback. On fountain pen friendly paper, there is nearly no feedback, and I'm going to do the writing sample on a more expensive paper, which I spoke about in, I think, my last video. From China, surprisingly, more than 100 grams per square meter. I talked about that paper, and it is really, really nice, even though it is still ghosting when using these fire hose nibs from Kenwright for calligraphy, the so-called flex, full flex, ultra flex nibs and whatever. It is still ghosting. There's something else. Yeah, as I said before, this pen gave me immediately a substantial feeling, and it is lightweight when you remember the given dimensions, but it gave me immediately a complete substantial feeling, opposite to the Aurora Y, which I bought recently and also reviewed, which didn't give me that feeling. It's honestly, it's only the excellent Aurora nib which keeps me using the Y. I'm still not really 100% in this fountain pen, in this Y. I am but 100%, 150% in this fountain pen. As I said, I'm not easy to impress. This pen did it. Yeah, the writing sample, as I said, out of the box, absolutely smooth and well tuned, absolute well buffered, polished. So choose a word which you like most. The ink today is a homebrew. So now I changed the angle using the pause button. Hopefully I can come a little bit closer, because I saw that my writing samples are poor. Oh, very, very bad, very, very unprofessional. So let's go for the writing sample. the Cypress. The full name is MR Cypress, but I made the mistake to call it Mr. Cypress, but I don't think that it is the abbreviation for Mr. This MR. It must have another meaning. Cypress Ravishing. Ravishing in brown. Cellulose Acetate. So you hear nothing, no feedback. As I said, on cheap paper there is feedback for sure, but here with this paper absolutely nothing. With golden and white stripes. It's an F nib, number 6. F. Steel. In-house. Yovo unit, which I like very much. I think I don't have not even one Bock threaded fountain pen, only Yovos. Don't know why. I didn't pay attention to this detail in years. So the ink, the ink. Again, I didn't spoil this fountain pen. This ink is a homebrew. And most probably many of you might now think the guy is crazy. It is a mix of KWZ Old Gold, Pelican Green, Pelican 4001 green. In the beginning it gave me really a nice green with a lot of gold shimmer, but I used this more or less for putting in leftovers in green and in blue. So for example also met John blue and green. So there is nothing left over from the KWZ Old Gold, but it gives me now a bluish, more blue than green, bluish, greenish shade. Some strokes, up, 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 low, low, low. Of course, F, absolutely, perfectly. Some, and a couple of figure eights. And of course, this is not a flex nib. It is not designed as a flex nib, and I don't try to push anything out of it. Useless. Reverse writing. Time to put up reverse writing. Something I love very, very much. Many fountain pen friends don't want to think even about reverse writing. For me it is important, absolutely. And it gives me a, well, what do I say, maybe already an extra fine line. and it's keeping up. So is there the necessity to write about the lazy dog and the quick brown fox? No, I don't think so. I think this is already enough and impressive enough. So here again. I like this. I like this. It is a gimmick somehow. And I cannot recall if Vincenzo from Fountain Pen Therapy talked about it. But I like it. This is something so unique I never had before. And here you see my trusted, now I'm missing the word again. Here, this holder, paper holder, clipboard. Yeah, that's the name, clipboard. Which is not a clipboard, which is not designed as a clipboard, but as an advertising stand. But I'm using it as a clipboard. The only thing I'm missing is something where I can put the pen on. But yeah, for around $3.50, $4, I should not expect everything. Cannot. Okay. I think, yeah, we are at the end. I hope you enjoyed this this video, this review, and I hope you find it useful. And this will be, yeah, the last video of newly acquired fountain pens, because I'm stopping. I have now roughly between 180 and 200 fountain pens. I know many of you have much more and do not stop collecting, but I want to stop collecting because I already laid down a lot of money for all those fountain pens, and I'm writing only with 1, 2, or 3 fountain pens a day, and most of the fountain pens I have in my storage bags I don't use. And in my book, I think I'm doing something wrong. And there is enough material, so to speak, available for other reviews. Of course, elder fountain pens, or Chinese fountain pens from Europe, also from Asia, some Twispies, and maybe, yeah, it might be boring for some of you because you saw already fountain pens, but maybe you forgot already about them, and there is a new review which brings maybe a different light to you. I don't know. But as I said, I am going to stop the acquisition of new fountain pens. It's quite an expensive hobby, and yeah, my decision is there. I hope you understand it. Maybe you don't like it, but yeah, let me do it my way. My way. I like this song. I love it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching my videos, and for all the subscribers I won in the meantime, for everything. And I hope you stay healthy wherever you are, and always enjoy your fountain pens. Bye bye and take care.